Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AFR Tier 1 stream. I am Psycho, and with me is Jacob.
Good evening, everybody.
Tonight we are at Mexico. This is round
20.
20. I was going to say 19.
Yeah.
And it's soaking wet.
Wow.
Just-
What tires? Inters, yeah.
Yeah, just adjusting my mic a little bit. That's a bit loud. Okay, better. Yeah, it's coming down. Let's change over.
No one's out on track currently. Still waiting for... Oh, there we go. I think it's Pepsi. It's definitely Pepsi. It's a racing point.
Let me sort myself out. Alright, that's better. Okay, so Bandcamp says it's going to be a dry race, and we should dry up towards the end of qualifying, according to the weatherman.
Oh. Or is that cloudy near the end for the race? I mean, it makes more sense for quali, but...
Makes more
I'm even
sense.
just being obtuse. Okay.
Makes more sense for quali.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting underway. Got a couple of guys on track. So, as you said, there's a racing point out in front, which is Apollo Pepsi.
He had a few podiums mid-season, but he's sort of dropped off a bit more recently. Not too sure why, but the holiday break really hasn't been good to him, I suppose. Well, we have a new guy on the grid, thank you, Stars. So, Hanoka was racing in Tier 2 last race, won that in pretty commanding fashion. That was last week, so now they've joined in Tier 1, and it'd be interesting to see how they go here. Trying to maybe fight up with Matt and Potsy, who are in their own wee championship battle right now.
I would definitely expect good things. Honoko has some exceptional pace around USA.
It was insane. I saw the 129.4 come up and Qual was, oh my god.
Yeah, that was insane. That was so quick. Anyway, Pepsi coming around now for his first lap, getting quite a good launch off the start. He's nailed that first corner, which is very tough in the wet. It's really hard to get traction there.
Not just there, but all around this track, to be honest. It's going to be the main challenger, especially in the wet. He's handling these corners pretty well. Hitting those curbs, you kind of have to ride them to get the fastest line. Ooh, a little bit squirrely there, though.
Nearly loses it, but he maintains it. That was close. Would have cost him a little bit of time.
Hopefully that Williams of Potsia here doesn't get in his way.
No.
Yeah, this is textbook, just get a nice clean lap in at the start. A little bit squirrely, but it's not going to lose him too much time. The cars will just get loose no matter what on these weak conditions.
Yeah, he definitely lost some time in Sector 2 there. Going pretty good through the S's, using all the track to his advantage. That's borderline invalid, very close.
He did that really well, actually, yeah.
Could have gone out a little wider there.
Down to third. This is really tough because you have to really rely on the mechanical grip of the car. There's no real downforce here because you're going so slow. And yeah, just it looks like you're going really slow there, but it's probably as good as you can do it for now.
See, slowly coming up in the gears, hugging the inside. No, it goes out wide, but there's a 25.6 to start us off.
So invalidation is going to be something to look out for here. Pretty easy to rack up warnings or invalidate your lap around here, so expect to see that a bit, especially in the wet conditions here.
Yeah, I think PTR is on a flyer.
Yes, pole last race and then retired after an incident with Flyboy as Fever gets a 125.2, now the quickest driver.
Yeah, quite a gap there. Pacey doing a 27. I'd say he must have had an issue. Thanks for the follow, Philip.
Yeah.
There. Thanks for the follow, Philip. There.
Times rolling on left and right here. Technical 26.3, Flyboy 26.6, Smitty 26.7. He was hoping for rain and he got it. It's to capitalise. Then Macrodabri with a 26 flat. So a wide range of times here. Drivers still getting used to these wet conditions. I don't think all of them would have practiced, that's for sure, for wet conditions.
Yeah, I quite like how the Red Bull and Mercedes guys are just sticking together on the leaderboard at this point. Right, PTR looks like he had a reasonably tidy lap. Oh, he's sliding all over the place out of the last corner, but puts in at 25.5.
He might have actually had that if he wasn't so sort of unstable on that last turn. You can lose a lot of time there.
Oh, actually, I do like that. The two AFR Mayos are together, the Red Bulls are together, the Mercs are together, the Renaults are together.
Wow. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, I like that. That's pleasing. Pacey improves 25.7. You do more than one lap on these tyres, and he's doing that for sure.
Pacey just ruins my clean board.
Matt Soyden for flying 1:35.4. His first race back for a while, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of Pacey, it's a pretty decent time. He would be looking to, I'd say, have a better showing than last week. Last week ended up in 15th. He's been pretty consistent the last couple of weeks, getting to the points, but just USA seemed to have not worked out for him so well.
One bad race sometimes, banned to 26.8. Just watching the times here. Nothing too crazy. Now, I'm just concerned about the weather towards the end. If it's going to be cloudy towards the end, the track might dry up really quickly, it might not. It's kind of random with Codemasters.
Yeah, I'm on board with Sid at the moment. Track evolution is definitely still a thing, so there's quite a bit of time to be made. I fully expect to see someone in the 24s.
And these drivers will get more used to the conditions as we go further into the session. We're just around halfway through now.
Yeah. Potsy puts in a 25.4.
Oh, Faber was the second person to set a time, and that time still stands. So it's a really good lap, it seems.
Sid is, it's looking like a good lap so far. He's... Oh, as I say that, he has a massive slip out of the slow corner in turn 2. In sector 2.
Is he up? Oh no, hang on, he hasn't got a time set, never mind.
No, he's... Oh no, he completely messed up the S's.
Yeah, it'll be pretty slow, but better to have one time than not. And he should have ERS for another run. Well, yeah, he'll have to now.
Smitty improves, crosses the line 26.3. And Hanukkah puts in at 25.6.
There we go. I think the wet conditions may have caught him out here, but it's still a pretty good time. 4 thousandths behind T-Mac, wow.
Is Sid invalidated that? Okay.
Yeah, coming into the last sector, the right-hander. Never mind, you have another chance and plenty of time left in the session.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at... I think Flyboy's the only one... Nope, he's not. He's slowing down.
He was on an out lap anyway, it said. Big Al's on a lap right now.
I think... No, that'd be too cool. I thought maybe Gus and Matt were going to do a tow.
Very long straight. I mean, it's not stupid, I'd say.
Wow, Gus invalidated. It just looked like it could have been cool, okay?
AlphaTauri working together though, that would have been nice to see.
Most guys back up on out laps or in laps. I don't think many guys are on a lap at the moment. If we do look at the championship though, while we've got this little lull, so Potsy is currently leading with a commanding 222 points, with Matt Dabry close behind at 216, so not much separates those guys.
Also, just very quickly, Lotus has managed to join the session a little late, but he's managed to join in qualifying, and he'll be able to set a time, hopefully, in the Ferrari.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Up to 18 drivers. Okay, now it looks like a couple of guys are coming around to start their laps. Feber's getting ready for one. Matt Sweat and Gus are both on laps. Now, Gus is giving Matt Sweat a really nice tow. That's awesome to see. I love seeing guys work together like this.
Don't know how much time that'll give. Like, maybe a 10th tops. I don't... it's marginal.
Well, we'll have a look.
See, now the pressure's on. He knows he has the toe, but he's now got to do a really good lap to capitalize on that. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Let's see what his sector 1 looks like. Oh, he's made up nearly half a second in sector 1.
Well, surely he can improve on a 1:35.
Now, as we said, Potsy puts in a 25 flat, and Matsui, I believe Matsui did set the fastest sector 1.
They just have. With that toe, I can't, yeah.
So, definitely worth it if you get the chance. As long as he doesn't invest. Oh, as I say it.
There's pressure there. There was definitely pressure there.
Yeah.
It was 7.8 seconds up, so that would have put him. Ooh. Well, he was definitely in the firing range there. He could definitely have gotten a bit further up.
Yep, that's gonna hurt him. Now, is Matt Dabry on a lap?
Matt of Dabry, yes he is. He's 3 teams up currently.
Yeah.
He's on track for a 25.
That would be pretty much what he's targeting. Potsy's on 25 flat. He'd be wanting to get
he's
as
8
close
teams
as he
up,
can
Matt.
to him.
And
Red Panda,
25.
25 flat.
And Matt Dabry is on a 25-2 at the very least here if he has a good third sector here.
Let's see what he can pull off. Straight up to 4th gear. Minimize that wheel spin on the exit. Let's see. Nice and tight line. 25-1.
Wow. These times are really starting to sort of come a bit closer now as everybody's gotten more comfortable with the track. And actually, they've really bunched up from 5th down to 10th. It's within a couple of tenths.
We have, we have 10 guys all within a second of each other.
Well, 7 tenths even. 7.5. That's kind of crazy. Lotuston said the 2 drivers yet to set a lap. 6 minutes left, although probably a bit more due to desync. I'm not too sure how much there is. Probably only around half a minute.
Panda would be happy with that time.
Yeah, is he up again? I think he's up again.
What do you mean he's going again?
He's on another. He's gone again on another lap, and he's up on his past time.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Although I think he's just backed out. He had a bit of a messy run into sector 3.
Yeah, he's backed
Yeah,
out.
he's backed out.
Good bits.
He was definitely up. So the 24s, I don't think are too far away from us here. Well, there we go. FIBA gets 24.6. Wow.
Wow, that's quick. Yeah, I'd say the track is definitely getting faster, significantly faster.
Wow. It's a great effort from FIBA there. That's a really good time.
Yeah, puts Potsy back on the 2nd row.
Macadabry pits, he invalidated his lap. So there's one of the marks. Peter's coming up, PDR coming across the line now. He's 4 teams up right now. Also into the 24s.
24.9, PTR absolutely smashing it.
So probably is track evolution. And the 2 alphas are now back on top again.
Started off on top and they're on top again close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should have about 1 lap left in them, I think. Everyone in the pits anyway.
And they can do multiple runs on these tyres, so
Yeah.
not the worst idea to go out early.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm currently on board with Hanukkah as he or she prepares to set a lap.
Had a second bite at the turn there. Going a bit slower into it than expected.
Yeah.
But not too big of a deal, just getting ready for their lap, putting about the distance between them and the Williams driver ahead.
Let's see what Hanukkah can do.
That's nice, wasn't too squirrely coming out of that turn.
Good traction out of the corner, yeah. Man, the straights are boring.
It's a very long straight, isn't it? It was nearly 15 seconds for that whole straight. As Pacey retires. That looks like it was on track. It was.
Oh.
Just coming out the last turn.
Oh, I might have crashed coming out of the last corner.
Yeah.
Hanukkah absolutely nailing that first sector. That was very clean.
How much up are they? It's 1.5 temps. Looking good so far.
Yeah, okay.
I think that rain's backing off, is it?
I think a little bit, yeah. Going through sector 2, absolutely using all of the track, going out nice and wide, keeping the minimum speed up. through the S's now, and it's looking pretty clean. That's pretty quick for a wet run.
Managing that throttle pretty well, yeah. Pretty good line through there as well. See the sector time coming up. Yeah, 2 attempts up still. This isn't looking too bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should get them in the ballpark of around 7 for 8th. Final turn now.
Nice clean
exit.
exit.
Wow, there we go.
25-2.
It's a pretty good showing there, actually. 6th place.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, Sid managed to get a time into 126 flat in 15th, and Lotus as well, down into 17th place, but still on the board. Now, if there's any sign of the rain backing off and being cloudy towards the end, I don't think it's happening. I think people are going to have to go on the inters regardless of the weather, because the track just isn't going to dry up if it does dry. If it does start to back off the rain anyway.
Yeah, there's not enough time. There's no way.
But if the rain does back off, then it's going to be who starts their lap last that's going to be in the best spot.
That's very true. It is still raining a little bit, so I'd definitely say that won't see anyone on softs. Just on board with Panda at the moment, and that Honda engine screaming down the S's. He's looking pretty good through Sector 2.
Ooh, it's a pretty good time. He's currently up 1.5 attempts. People have found a lot of time through this sector, especially. And Potsy now.
24.6 by Potsy. Provisional pole.
Anoka with tyres. Let's see what Panda can do.
But Squirrely does not improve.
Oh, no, yeah?
He did actually. No, he did.
Yeah.
24.9. Look at the... Oh, Macadabry.
Macadabry went up 24.7. Flyboy put in a 25.1. Well, we weren't looking. Up in the 6th place now.
Flyboy absolutely putting in a good showing.
Another Alpha going across now.
Look at the gap between Red Panda and PTR.
Red Panda and PTR. Yeah,
he would be
8 thousandths.
Yeah, that's pretty bloody close.
Pretty much everyone's on a lap right now, bar Smitty and Sid. And of course our retired drivers, Panda also retiring.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if Matt Dabry or FIBA could possibly catch Potsy.
I'm monitoring sector times. FIBA, oh, never mind, FIBA's currently on pace. Nobody's way ahead of their times currently. Yeah, Potsy might improve barely, but not by much. Currently in the last sector.
FIBA's got to make up just over a 10th.
Macadabry is down on his time right now. PTR's managed to mess up the S's. FIBA is in a pretty good spot here.
Yep. PTR sideways.
He's getting out of the way for his teammate there. He's down a 10th as FIBA. And Potsy also improved while all that was happening, 24.5. Wow.
Good time by Potsy. I don't think FIBA's going to catch him here.
Teammates invalidated. Next is the Alpha, that will be FIBA. Then we have a Reno coming around that's banned behind him.
Oh.
He's petting.
FIBA does improve, but not enough.
Oof. Big Al's currently improved, but only by 3 thousandths, or 300, sorry, so... He's a god sector here, but I don't see it happening.
Oh, no. Bit squirrely through there. Nearly lost the tail end, does not improve.
Combines next. He's 4 tenths down, actually. He's 4 tenths up in his time, sorry. So this is some good places here if he can get this together.
Combine.
11th.
Yeah, it definitely improves. Let's see what his fellow Pink Panther can do.
Also improves, but 3 thousandths off. Oh.
Congratulations to Potsy on pole. Very impressive.
Yeah, very tight actually for poles. That changed quite a lot over the session.
It has. That wasn't the usual, like...
One driver, or 2 drivers, just sort of...
Yeah, 2 guys blitzing it and keeping it. That was fairly close. Not much separating Potsy and Fever there.
No. And then Macadabri in third, PTR in fourth, sorry, Red Panda fifth, Flyboy sixth, Big L seventh, Hanoka good showing in eighth there, T-Mac ninth, and Pacey rounding up the top 10.
I'm impressed by Flyboy, actually, managing to get up to sixth. He's had a pretty terrible run ever since, say, about Hungary. He's sort of just dropped off.
After he left mid-season, because he had some really good performances before then. Yeah, he just seemed to drop off a little bit, but I don't know. I think he might have started to play more. I'm not sure, but he's been doing pretty well. Yeah. He's got the pace. I know that for a fact, but you can say that about pretty much any driver in this grid, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So anyway, tyres for this race. I have heard talk around a two-stop, maybe mediums to hards if you're incredibly fast, maybe like a Revo thing.
I think medium to hard if you have really good pace on the hards. That's the optimum strategy.
The problem is with running the hard tyres is that they're the hard tyres, and in some tracks they suck more than the other tracks, and here especially. And Pond and Podium, perhaps, according to the 8-ball.
I believe the 8-ball says mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Pondon's got to keep it off of the wall and off of Artemis.
I know Chris hasn't done bad in this T1 debut. Yeah, no, he's got a pretty good showing in this qualifying. Hope he does well in the race. Whereas Kunai, he's unavailable, sadly.
You're stuck with the B team. Sorry, Pondon.
Womp womp. So let's see what these drivers are running here off the start. Everyone, free choice of tyres, obviously. And it's a big mix.
Kind of surprised that some of these guys decided to go on the softs. Wow. Honecker being the standout, going straight for the hards.
So 7 drivers on softs. 4, 5, 6. 10 drivers on mediums. And then the remaining one on the hards. Wow. This is actually kind of insane. I don't think I've seen a race so divided in opinion here, you know?
I think Hanako is going for a big flex.
Wow. Either that or they don't know how bad the hards are here. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the go is. It's going to be an interesting start. Potsy's going to have his hands full trying to keep Fiba behind him.
So we've got
Same with Matt Dabry.
We've got 2 groups of drivers here. We've got 2 different races going on here, really. The medium runners and the soft runners are sort of just wow. I don't know how I'm going to call this. Well, it's going to be a 2-stop anyway. If you're running soft, if you're running mediums, then you're not exactly committed to a 2-stop, but it's probably quicker.
Lee calling it. T-Mac on the podium.
After saying T-Mac P9.
T-Mac's best finish was 2 races ago this season. Ended up in 6th. He's had not a fantastic season compared to previous seasons.
Oh, he's lost a bit of pace this season, hasn't he? But I don't think he's practiced as much compared to the last couple of seasons.
Thanks for the follow, Red Bull boy.
I think the 8-ball picked correctly there.
That's quite funny.
Yeah,
now I've got a lovely camera angle behind the billboard.
Oh, we love it.
Dude, this is horrible. Very good point, Envo. Decent safety car could play well into Haneko's hands.
Yes.
Alright.
Anyway.
5 red lights. And these guys are away. It looks
Hanako got a great start there.
Potsy got a good start. Hanako absolutely flying up the field, yeah.
Big L too.
Not much changing at the front end as Matt Dabry looks to go on the outside. Fiba comes across to cut off his teammate. Pretty clean into turn 1 so far. Everyone giving each other enough space.
Very wide. Oh, there's a wing gone. That looks like an alpha. I'm not sure what kind of wing that was actually. I think it was an alpha.
Big Al getting a massive start, shoots past Panda and Matt Dabry. Matt Dabry dropping back a little bit, struggling to get hit in those mediums, I'd say, as Matsuo makes a dive up the inside. Massive dive from the AlphaTauri.
just looking further down to see who got that wing damage. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Sent it by the AlphaTauri. Side by side, T-Mac and Matsoid going through the S's. Matsoid backs out of it, besides T-Mac can have that position.
That's Flyboy with that wing damage, by the way. He's currently in 8th. He's going to have to mitigate that.
Yeah, I saw Flyboy ran a little wide through the S's as he loses another position to Pacey. Yeah, that's going to hurt him. Combined getting past Matsoid as well. Matsoid having a terrible start. Makes some contact with Flyboy. Doesn't look like he lost his wing.
So these medium runners, they want to stay on these soft runners as much as they can. Try to get DRS and just sort of try to get as much time as possible. And Big Al's looking right at Potsy here. Looking for a move.
He is.
He's
Up
forcing
inside, yeah.
Potsy took a wide line to make sure he got Yeah.
Big Al. Careful, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't really have it there. And now look,
Red Panda's
now looking at Big Al.
Yeah. Potsy's sort of in the way, though.
Scoreboard's sort of spazzing out a little bit here. Or leaderboard, sorry.
Both these Red Bulls are attacking this Haas fiercely.
So Flyboy has put up the hard tyres as well with that wing damage. The hard tyres won't go all the way, so we'll have to pit again.
Yeah, no, there's no way hard tyres make it all the way through the race. Now, as these guys are fighting in the back, it gives the front runners a chance to escape a little further.
Oh, it's PTR!
Oh, PTR! Spun in the S's, and he got a penalty for his trouble.
And does he have damage? It looks like he does. Yes, he does. Quite a lot of wing is gone from that car. He's got flexibility on the soft tyres. He can go mediums here.
Yeah.
We have to make another pit stop. He can recover this, but he just needs to not pick up any more penalties cutting corners.
Yeah, I'd say that would be the case. Now, FIBA absolutely flying away even before DRS comes online. Puts a 3, nearly a 4-second gap between himself and Potsy. Monaco actually making up a lot of positions on those hard tyres as well, up to 6th place.
8th to 6th with the two drivers qualifying ahead of him, both having the pit, but still doing pretty well with the hard tyres.
Position changes. Let's see. Matsoid made up 5 positions the first couple of laps. So did Lotus.
Sector 1 yellow flag. Sorry, that was Pepsi around after turn... Oh no, not Pepsi combined. Oh, Pepsi, it is Pepsi, sorry.
Pepsi around?
Yeah, that's around on turn 3, just coming out of there. Whereas Lotus gets 3 seconds. Pepsi does have a wing plate gone as well. Wing plate, sorry. Red quality, yes, combat.
T-Mac is looking a little more racy than pacey. That was... I swear I didn't mean to do that. I swear I didn't.
You just gave him the draft of the god. Oh, wow!
Bit aggressive there, T-Mac.
He had such a good run. I don't think anyone would have turned that one down, but that was a bit deep, has to be said.
Oh, that was the worst joke I've ever made in my life, and it wasn't even intentional.
It's not unintentional that I even missed it.
Soft tyres looking pretty good. Pacey is using quite a bit of ERS trying to catch up to T-Mac again. Looks like he wants that position back. Goes up the inside of him. He'll take that easily.
This is what Pacey wants as a medium runner, and because this is Mexico, that's a double DRS zone, so he gets DRS on the next straight as well. See it open here.
T-Mac using all of his ERS. He's got nothing left in the tank.
Pretty much, yeah. And Pacey's got plenty. Yeah, this is what Pacey wants. He needs to stay off these soft runners, although the softs will go off pretty soon. Still a few laps left. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think Potsy might have got caught up in that battle behind because FIBA hasn't managed to put any more distance between himself. Either that or his mediums are starting to... I mean, his softs are starting to affect him.
Yeah, and it looks like... I think Big Al was 4th, but he's made his back into 3rd. I swear there was another medium runner behind Potsy. So Big Al's really making the softs work, so... I think Faber's maybe just got held up for a second, or Potsy or whatever.
Hanukkah on these hards has managed to catch up to the back of Matt Dabry, and
look at the race management too.
Yeah, I'd say he's going to take him on the straight here.
Well, we got a good run though, Matt.
Yeah, Matt was flying there. Hanukkah not using overtake, saving it.
Yeah, can't too far away to make a move here. Same for Team X, still trying to claw up onto Pacey now. And Gus as well on Matsoid. Both of the AlphaTauri drivers starting outside the top 10, I'm pretty sure, and they're both in it now.
Yeah, Matt Dabry having a bit of a lock-up, giving Hanako some ground.
So lap 5, Fever's 4 seconds ahead of Potsy. He's slowly increasing that gap as PTR sets a fastest lap of 17.5 on the mediums.
PTR would be really annoyed with what happened to him. He's going to be pushing very hard to make up some time.
It's not lost for him though. Safety car, and he's still on a decent strategy with clean air once he gets rid of Flyboy, of course.
Yeah.
And he's got really good pace, so I reckon he might be able to core up something, maybe even a points finish, if he can just keep it together.
Maybe. Thanks for the follow, AVFC.
A couple of battles starting to really hype up here. D-Mac's really close to Pacey now.
Yeah, I just jumped on board with him. He keeps he's because of the soft tires, I think he catches him in sector 2 and 3, but sector 1, Pacey just absolutely sends it.
Yeah. Got a decent exit to T-Mac as PTR gets 3 seconds. It's another one actually.
That's the second one, yeah, it'll be on 6 seconds now.
Here we go.
T-Mac's gonna get him, but T-Mac has no ERS left at all.
Yep. So good covering by Pacey there. Now T-Mac will have DRS again.
I've got to say, fantastic defense by Pacey. He's just putting his car exactly where he needs to make sure that T-Mac doesn't get a run on him.
He's helped by T-Mac not having much ERS, and T-Mac's fighting the point here.
He is. Pacey squeezes really tight. That was aggressive defending, but definitely within the rules.
Hard and fair, I think that was.
Yeah, let's drop back to Lotus as he nearly makes a move on combining the double right-hander. Couldn't quite get the grip though.
Smitty splitting the AFR as well, overtaking Metzoid for 10th place.
Ooh, I missed that.
He's silent but deadly, is Smitty. I don't know if that actually has any connotations or anything, that's just how it is. He's also in DRS of Gus now, he should be.
Something happened, and Big Al is very close to Potsy now.
Yes, no, he was within a second for a couple of laps here, but now he's really close. He can get it done here. He's not even an overtake.
He will get it done.
So Potsy not even fighting. He'll probably know that the softs are going to go off relatively soon.
Just a bit of a weird thing I've noticed. When you click on Big Al, is his fuel light on?
Yes, it's yellow. Yes.
That's a bit concerning 7 laps into the race.
I'm sure they'll have it managed. They always have it managed, their fuel.
I'm just not used to seeing people underfuel that much that early.
Yeah.
Either
way, I'm sure whatever he's doing, it's working for now.
Well, he's in second place, so I can't say anything.
Although all Potsy needs to do, with the pace he has, is really just stay within a second, and the tyres will go off, and he'll be able to overtake again.
Yeah, PTR just made a move on Flyboy.
He rounded him up really quickly, yeah. He was a few seconds behind 2 laps ago.
Smitty on Gus down the back straight.
Bit of a weird place to take, because Gus goes a bit slidey, but it means Gus now has DRS for the next 2 DRS straights. Yeah. If he stays within a second anyway.
Makes it
doesn't,
pretty well.
Doesn't he? Did he just fall out of the DRS zone? Oh no, he's pitting. He has damage, that's why.
Oh no. That's gonna hurt him.
That's unfortunate. The AFR is doing so well there.
Yeah.
But not over for Gus. Not over for Gus. There's still plenty of race to happen now, lap 8.
Now, all these guys starting on softs are presumably on a 2 pit stop strategy.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out, Honoka is within a pit stop window of FIBA currently, who is the leader of the race. So, being starting on hards, Honoka obviously only has to make 1 pit stop. With his pace, he's currently looking really good for possibly even a win.
Yeah, because he can just go straight to fresh mediums. Now, well, the thing is with the 2 stoppers, they can go to softs. Well, they're on softs. They can go to mediums and then a fresh set of softs. So it's possible that Hanoka may even be rounded up towards the end of the race if he's on old mediums. So it's a bit unclear, but he's got really good pace right now, and he's definitely going to make up a few places at the very least.
Yeah.
But with FIBA so far ahead, though, and Big Al also doing really well, it's hard to say.
We'll have to keep an eye on it. Now, Matsued's picked up, I think, his 2nd penalty through the S's. trying to chase down Combined for that last points finish position.
By the way, penalty check, Matsuid 6 seconds, Lotus 3 seconds, Sid 3 seconds, PTR is up to 9 seconds, and Gus Rules is up to 3 seconds. It's Combined just...
It's an interesting defensive strategy by Combined.
Just don't tell him what you're doing until you just...
just violently swerve out of the way. Now, Combined and Matsuid fighting side by side has given Lotus a chance to come through here. Are they going 3 wide into Sector 2?
No,
not
Matsuid's
quite.
kept them.
Matsuid ruining the entertainment there.
The traction Lotus got though, he had a really good turn there, but he has to go wide in the air. This is a good battle so far between these three though, they've kept it really clean. It's Matt gets 3 seconds, it's pretty big up there.
Matsuid runs very wide.
Yeah, has to rejoin safely here, doesn't want to unsettle any of the other drivers. Yeah, has to concede his position to Combined and is vulnerable to Lotus.
Combined
Lotus
definitely
picks up
won out
another
there.
seconds. Yeah, Combined flew there, yeah. And Fever pits up.
Whoa! Where'd Bandcamp come from?
Band.
Yeah, he just jumped in there.
Wow.
He's in
And
on this
Pacey's
fight
also
now.
spun on the pit lane entry.
Oh no! Lotus spun on the second to last corner. He's in
Why
the
is
wall.
everything happening now? Oh my god.
Band just comes out of absolutely nowhere, starts attacking Lotus, gets past him. Now he's going to make a move on Matsuid, but he has no ERS left. Matsuid is not going to fight this.
That's what can. If only he could just use his overtake, but he won't know that Band's on nothing.
Sid also gets past.
Wow. And they touch Matt and Band. Still side by side.
This is... we've had an insane lap. So many overtakes in one lap.
Okay, and while that all happened, Fever came in for a fresh set of mediums.
Yep.
Lotus's pit to fix his wing.
If Feber's in for a fresh set of mediums now, he's definitely doing a 2-stop.
Oh, Lotus, yeah, but I'm not sure. How did he spin? There's so much happening there. Wow.
Yeah, that's so... Oh, that's a lot. Honeko made up quite a bit of time to Red Panda, but then lost it again. I was about to jump up there, but...
Yeah.
That chaos in the midfield is just absolutely insane.
So, Pacey also spun coming out the last turn as well while that was all happening.
Oh no.
Band is out of nowhere.
Big Al in the pits. So we'll see where he comes out relative to...
Well, the Fever, yeah.
Just forgot the name for a second.
T-Mac also pitting. Some way behind them. And yeah, Fever's gapped them pretty easily.
Oh, that undercut's pretty strong.
He was running 4.5 seconds ahead.
Honeko side by side with Red Panda as they go into Sector 2. Goes in a little bit deep though.
He's still fighting it though. He's still side by side. Panda has to give him some room, and plenty he gives.
Yeah, I'd say those hards might be feeling a little bit better than the mediums by now.
Well, he's making them work, that's for sure.
Ooh, Panda getting a little slippery through the S's there. He's got to lift a little bit. Lifts a lot through the second section. And still runs wide. Gets
Doesn't
a
have
penalty.
damage.
Gets a penalty for his efforts though.
So Hanaka 2.3 seconds to Matt, who will be his next target, that's for sure. Fever, effectively the race leader. He's currently in 6th place. He's on fresh mediums.
Most people have... Oh, most people will be getting ready to pit now. All of our soft guys are off the softs except for Combined. Combined might be trying to make a one-stop work.
No, the soft, the hard, I'll get it right. The hards don't last long enough to make soft to hard work. That's for sure. As Fever gets to 174, the fastest lap so far. He's coming in now. Yep, that's it. He lost a lot of time staying out as well.
Big Al on Pacey.
Very much so.
Clean overtake. Not much Pacey can do about it.
Pacey on the older hards, or medium, sorry, of course. Sid also came to the pits there. Was he on... I can't remember what tyre he was on.
Now, Fever on the back of Smitty. Smitty having obviously 10 lap older mediums than Fever means he'll have absolutely no chance of defending this.
Yeah, so hurt Fever, but not necessarily in relation to him and Big Al, but the threat up front would be Hanaka right now for sure. And Fever still has to make another pit stop here. He needs all the pace he can get, and right now he's being held up.
Oh, yeah. He's got him. Got him on the straight.
Lotus of 3 seconds.
So much more grip.
Medium runners still staying out. I'm pretty sure the tyres aren't at the end of their life just yet. But all these medium runners can choose either the hards or 2 sets of softs.
I'd say they'd be out to maybe lap 15, 16. Before they look to pit.
We'll find out when it happens as Big Al sets the fastest lap of 17.3. I'm sure Feeble would have done better if he wasn't stuck behind Smitty for half a lap there.
Smitty using the DRS as well as he can to try to stick to the back of Fever.
T-Mac on Matsuid as well, just down the main straight pretty easily for 10th.
Yep. Clean overtake.
Ooh, no, yep. Matsuid had a wee look at defending it and nearly spins.
Oh, he does! He's in the wall! That's an end plate. Oh no, Matsuid.
That's 2 win. Oh, no, it's just 1, sorry. Fair bit of wing. Wow.
That'd actually be impressive if he broke both end plates doing that.
Well, he can pit for hards here. 2 sets of softs might be a bit much to stretch out, so he's got to get the car back to the pits first. Yeah.
Yeah,
it will be a handful of that car.
I'm quite amazed we haven't even had a VFC yet.
Yeah, they've had a fair few incidents, although nothing major. There's no major pain so far among the field as PTR gets a 3-second time penalty.
That was nearly as bad as my pacey joke.
He's not even here as the thing. Anyway, Sid in 14th on the free softs. Now, I think he started on mediums, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Ali, the forecast is all dry.
Cloudy towards the end, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Band is also pitting. It's a fresh set of softs for the Renault. Set for 16.8. Lap 14 of 36. Not too much going on in the field right now. Big Al's caught up onto Smitty. Well, they always been like that. Oh no, that was Fever, my bad. So,
yeah,
Big Al.
T-Mac or Panda.
And Hanoka now. And this is big. 3 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt him. He's going to feel that. Smitty, it looks like, is in a bit of trouble here. Big Al will get past him on the straight.
Yep. Well, they're side by side at the very least. Yeah, Smitty has to yield. Now, just looking at the fight for the lead here, as Hanoka gets by Matt Cadabri as he does come into the pits. Let's just see what Matt puts on. He's putting on a fresh set of hards. So there we go. So Hanoka is currently 7 seconds ahead of Fever. They both have 1 pit stop left to do. However, Fever will be going on to softs, and Hanoka will be going on to mediums. Most likely, anyway. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, that gap.
However, it's going to work out. It's going to be close. Sid on Flyboy, I think. Sid should get a much better exit out of here, and he does. We get a nice little toe down the main straight. Yeah. Punk, the best way, yeah, as they said, just join the Discord.
There should be a link down in the description. The links aren't working in chat for some reason. I did mention it to whoever runs the channel last week, but it never got fixed, so... Oh, Sid nearly lost it coming out of turn 3. It's making those fresh softs really work, though.
Yeah, he absolutely is.
So Podsy will have to come in, because Matt did, and there we go.
Yeah. Fever's not really making much of a gap up to Honecker.
No, well, he does have 3 seconds, but, yeah. Let's just see, it should update here. It was around 7 seconds. 6.5 now.
Pacey on Flyboy on the back straight. Nice clean overtake. Those softs are absolutely flying.
And Flyboy does have another pit in the near future. As Pepsi gets another 3 seconds. Currently running down in 16th place right now.
Smitty's in the pits.
Just coming out for hards, yep. Looks like we have a little bit of a lull here. Well, Combine's about to make room for Flyboy. I tell Wise and Slander. Okay.
Hanako will be, yeah, I see, Combine on Flyboy. Hanako will be looking at pitting at, I think, lap 18, 19, if he's planning on going on mediums. And Flyboy spins on turn 2.
Oh no! from bad to worse for Flyboy tonight. Mexico can be a very tough track, but
touches the corner, just couldn't get any grip, bounced him off.
T-Mac with 3 seconds. I was just going to say a quick pen check just while we have nothing too much going on. So 3 seconds for Hinoka, currently leading. Same for Macadabri, Panda, T-Mac, all 3 seconds. PTR running in 8th has 15 seconds. Remember, he got caught up in the spin earlier, very early in the race.
Yeah.
Smitty with 3 seconds. Pacey picks up 3 seconds just now. Gus with 6, Sid with 9, Pacey with 3, Apollo Pepsi with 6, Lotus with 9, and Madsoid with 9 seconds as well. So a lot of penalties being handed out, and it's not hard to see why. This track is very unforgiving with the limits, I should say.
A late Flyboy? Yeah, what did you...
No, I was on board with him. I don't know if something cut out there, but he just didn't slow down and just hit the wall on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the straight, yeah. And now it looks like his AI and Flyboy's left the session. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. It looked weird either way.
Most likely a rage quit.
But he's done the right thing in leaving his car on track, so... Anyway, we'll leave that behind. He's currently in 17th from nowhere in the race anyway.
Yeah, okay, so, looking back at it... Pacey... Oh! Massive battle going on between Pacey, Sid, and Gus.
Oh, we reacted to totally different things, but yes, that's massive. There's a 4-car train here. So Smitty, Gus, Sid, Pacey, all going for the Easters together. Pacey's doing really good actually in these Easters once he gets Sid here. He's got a good run.
Yeah. He's got him easily.
And what I was going to say as well is that Potsie has come out on softs. So he's doing a 2-stopper compared to Macadabri's 1-stopper.
Okay.
So there's a few different ideas going around here.
Gus losing it on the second to last corner, losing both positions to Pacey and to Sid.
Should have DRS, will he? Oh, he does.
He does, yeah.
He should stay. He should still stay within the pack at the very least. That's a bit of a tongue twister, jeez. For me, anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the intention.
T-Mac's also ranging up on Panda. The leaderboard's just sort of glitching out for me a little bit, but he's right up on him.
Yeah, everything's bouncing around. T-Mac is ghosted right now for me.
Maybe an internet issue on his side, but he's currently running in 7th place. Oh, we got somebody around sector 3. That looks like an AFR, and that is Madsoid.
Madsoid? Oh no.
No damage it looks like. Oh, he's ghosted there. Okay. Jesus. Oh, sorry, yes, he's being lapped now. My bad. Yep. Oh, I had a heart attack almost there.
Pacey is flying through the S's on those soft compared to Smitty.
There we go. That's the... Oh!
Smitty giving him a little extra boost.
Don't think that was intentional there, though.
No.
Just goes to show the gap between the softs and the hards around here. And that's why Potsie may have decided to go for the 2-stopper with the soft tyres, but whether he can get enough time out of it, hard to say.
Well, he'd have to make up more than 20 seconds for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Actually, the pit lane around here is short, isn't it? Isn't it 18 seconds?
Relatively. I'm not too sure how long the pit stop is. Sector 3 yellow flag. I don't know if that was Pepsi going around, but one of the back markers anyway.
Oh,
Sid for 3 seconds as well.
Yep. Gus is putting him under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, still that little wee train there from 7th down. Meanwhile, Potsie is right up on the big L now, going into Sector 3.
Yeah.
And Potsie will need to dispatch of Big Al very soon if he wants to make the strategy work. He needs a good exit here. And he's got it. Overtake really early there to try and make sure he gets a good run. Both got relatively equal ERS here, but looks like he's got the pace and he has the DRS, and he will have it on the next straight as well. Meanwhile, Hinoka still out, lap 20.
Star's pointing out that it's at 21.6 seconds. You're losing
Thank you
bits.
for that. Yeah, it's a lot of time to make up as Lotus gets 3 seconds and T-Mac drops. I'm assuming that's connection related.
It's might be, might not be. T-Mac's not having a good race.
No, he's currently running in 7th. You'd have to make another. You'd have to make another pit stop, I think. Not too sure, actually. It's pretty close.
Yeah. Just drop back and have a look at Gus. Every time I look at him, he just has a conniption.
I was going to say, it's always Gus you want me to look at.
Yeah.
But no, that's where the action is.
As soon as I look at him, he just like spazzes out completely. Sid just got past Smitty, and Smitty is not very happy about it.
So I just picked up 3 seconds there, I think, and Pepsi just came into the pits for some more mediums, it looks like.
And as soon as we get to the S's, Sid just disappears. Those hard tyres are absolutely atrocious through there.
Even all the softs still doing better there as Gus gets 3 seconds now. 63 yellow flag, that is an AFR.
In the wall?
That is Matzoid. Was it? Must have been. What? Just coming into the pit lane, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, he did lose some wing there, so it was Matzoid.
Sid overshot in sector 3, giving Smitty back all the time he lost through the S's. As Sid comes into pit.
Matzoid just leaving because he just got put on softs and he's got 15 laps to run.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why he left there.
So Sid comes into pit. He's going for
Softs.
No, he was on softs. Is he going for softs again?
Did he have wing damage? No.
No, he
They don't last 15 laps.
He did 7 laps on softs.
He needed another few laps to make it work. I said he came in a bit early to make two-stop work with 2 sets of softs.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking, or if that was a mistake. I'm not sure.
Unless he was forced to pit is the only other reason. But, he's gone right off there.
I'd say PTR on Bandcamp. I was going to say that Hanukkah is probably planning on pitting this lap. Yep, as I said, that Hanukkah comes into pit.
They are pitting. So Faber takes the lead for now, but he does need to make another pit stop. Hanukkah now onto the mediums as predicted. Couldn't shoot him out any longer, I don't think. And the cars just disappeared for me. And multiple cars are around. There's an AFR in Sector 2, and there's a McLaren in Sector 1. That's Sid, and also Gus Rules, I believe. Yes.
How do we still not have a safety car?
Safety cars are for squares. We're AFR, we do this properly. Like men. Alright.
Oh, PTR gets past Bandcamp. This band really struggling on those softs. Cannot keep the car straight. Okay, so Phoebe still needs to pit. Potsy definitely needs to pit. Big Al's probably going to pit. Matt Dabry's running to the end.
Sector 1 yellow flag. That's a Williams. That's T-Mac. Yeah.
Okay. And Hanukkah is definitely running to the end. So as soon as our timing board comes back, we'll see how good Matt Dabry and Hanukkah are looking.
Can someone issue a reminder to these guys to just stay on the track? What is going on this race? Wow. There's so much going on.
I think they were less off tracks last year when it was pouring down rain.
Less about the penalties. Mexico is really tough for that. But more just there's been a lot of incidents over the past few laps of just people spinning, or there's been dropping. There's been, I don't know if there's been any failures of hardware or flyboard, but it's been an insane race and the field's really spread out. But there's still no VSC, no SC or anything.
Trim pointing out that T-Mac's internet has completely bended.
Yeah. So that's T-Mac done for the night, it appears.
Band's really struggling through the S's on those old softs.
The bottom 3, Fireboy, T-Mac, Matzoid all disconnected, so Pepsi in 15th.
Potsy on Fever as they go into Sector 2. Potsy's a bit of a lock-up. He's got the inside line, though. And he gets past Fever. The more these guys
coming again.
The more these guys fight, the better it is for Matt Dabry and Hanukkah.
Surely Zayodin's been... No, I think it was still a session in VSC.
Virtual safety car.
And that's Lotus out. Sector 3 in the right-hander.
We have a dead Lotus.
A dead Lotus confirmed. Just on Pepsi here just to see where it is. Yeah, wow. That's very unfortunate.
Okay, let's move back up. Okay, I think our timing board is back. So Hanukkah currently is definitely within the pit stop window. So
19 seconds behind Potsy, yeah.
So after the last pit stop, it looks like Matt Dabry and Hanukkah are actually in the net lead of this race.
Feeble will come out. Yeah, Feeble's pitting now. He's getting a cheaper pit stop under VSC. Same for Big Al, but they have to come out. They have to come out on softs, and they've got to stretch them for another lap. So 11 laps.
We'll have a look at what these guys do.
Wow. Now, was that a blunder, perhaps, from Fever and Big L? That VSC maybe could have run longer, is what they thought.
Yeah, that VSC didn't help them much.
It's time that Fever does need, but he's going to lose a lot as well towards the end of the stint. However, Hinoka does still have 3 seconds hanging over them as well. So this is still anybody's race as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Matt Dabry and Honoka looking really good. Potsy on those old softs. I don't think he's going to make any distance between Matt Dabry and Honoka.
He's going to make the next stint last though. Will softs last 12 laps? You'd have to take care of them to do so, I'm pretty sure. I know they can do at least 11. 11 stretching it, you'd be on 70%, I think.
Fever on those fresh softs catching Red Panda mightily quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just reeling him in.
Still on yellow flag, and this is Sid around after turn 3.
Oh, Fever having a look on the inside. It's not a good idea overtaking that corner.
.14 drivers still actively lapping right now. 25 to 36. I just saw somebody pacey around in the pit straight.
Oh no! Lost his wing.
Don't run into the Merc. Yeah, I think he has. He's coming in. Does he have a spare set of softs? You'd hope he does. Well, he should do. I like the teammate just popping into the chat there. Wow, so this is still anybody. It's really hard to call this one.
Well, Honoka's made 2 seconds to Matt Dabry.
Fever is 4 seconds behind Hinoka. He needs to get within 3 seconds to make sure they stay within. And Matt Dabry currently has the same amount of pins as Hinoka, yeah. Should round him up though, pretty easily. So I don't think Matt's got this, and Potts needs to pit again, obviously.
Yeah, the big thing will be to see how quickly Fever can catch Honoka on those softs.
6-1 yellow flag as Sid goes around once more, same place.
Oh no, he's not having a good race.
That's going to help these guys on the softs, conserve their tyres, and Potsy gets a cheap pit stop as well.
Oh, lucky by Potsy, that's going to help him out a lot.
Look at where he comes out, look at where he comes out. Is that ahead of Fever?
No.
No, it is.
No, Fever's a bit quick. Oh wow, it is too.
Pacey gets a trophy premium for speeding on the VSC, but what on earth has just happened here? And he's on fresher softs. Wow.
Potsy.
Oh, and they've bumped. Pacey's disqualified. Oh no, that's 2 drivers they got. I was just going to check if Fever and Potsy got any penalties. I'll have a look now.
No, they don't have penalties.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Fever's still fighting though.
Yeah, this is helping Honoka and Matt Dabry out a lot. There's 10 laps to go though, and those fresh softs are going to be bloody quick.
Yeah, they've got to close in another few seconds on Hinoka, and they're both on for a podium here if they can just work together.
I don't think these two are going to be working together.
Well, after what just happened there with Potsy coming out, because he got a massive gift at the VSC.
Big Al on Red Panda. Makes
And Big Al also
move.
on the softs, yeah. So the one-stoppers, the Red Bulls, suffering here because of the VSCs.
They are. They really are.
While this is all going on, Spinny's done pretty well to keep it up in 7th. PTR was pretty much out of it, and now look at where he is. He's in 8th place currently. You have to go back another 25 seconds to find combined in 9th place.
Wow.
Combined in 10th.
Massive gap. Honoko's catching Matt Dabry pretty quickly, and Fever is glued to the back of Potsy.
They've closed in a second on Hinoka though. Fever, be thoughtful.
Oh, big lock-up, makes contact.
I think it was thoughtful in a different way, yeah. And look, he's being forced right out now.
These guys are really giving it everything.
They've just lost half a tenth there, or half a second, sorry, to Hinoka there because of that little battle.
So aggressive, both of them. Not wanting to give up this position.
Potsy does have a tyre advantage. He has slightly less worn softs. It's going to matter here.
It will, yeah. People making the mistake
Push
through
them to the ragged
S's.
edge. Yeah. Wow. Hanaka, sorry, 6 attempts now, going into the final turn.
I'd say Hanako is going to take Matt Dabry.
He's got a good run. Oh, no, never mind. Matt may have just turned it up for a little bit there. Hanaka can be patient though. Plenty of time. And Matt's on old hards. Just slowly chip away at the gap in the DRS zones.
He'd want to get past and put as much gap as he can between himself and Potsy because of that 3-second time penalty.
True, Matt could hold Hanaka up eventually. That is a good point. And it's important for these guys, Potsy and Fever, 1 penalty and it's done for them. Big Al's not far behind them. And might even be able to claw into DRS if they keep fighting.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. If Big Al gets in on this fight, that's going to really hurt these guys.
Yeah, now look at the gap here between Hanaka and Potsy. That's nearly 3 seconds now. In fact, yeah, they've closed it right up. There's 5 drivers here fighting for the lead here.
Fever!
Got 3 seconds! Oh dear. Okay.
That's going to cost him.
That doesn't cost him in terms of, well, he just needs to catch an Hanaka and he's got another place. But now he's lost out to Potsy and Big Al.
Yeah, that puts Big Al in 4th.
Wow. There's also pressures on the guys in front to not get any more penalties. They don't want to drop down any further.
The longer this race stretches on, the better it is for Matt Dabry because his tyres are going to feel better than those mediums at some point.
Every driver in the top 7 has 3 seconds of penalties. Well, every driver that has a penalty, sorry. PTR is 15 and 8th, but won't be affected by a combined unless combined can pick up 7 seconds, which is possible.
Hanako is not really making up any time to Matt Dabry.
And look at where Potsy is.
And Potsy's, yeah, 2.5 behind now.
Wow.
Potsy's still penalty free. He's actually in the net lead of this race.
I don't think Hanoka's been able to actually make a move. They haven't really been close enough, have they?
No.
So Matt's done well to make these hards work, but now they are both, the top 2, at risk of falling to Potsy in 3rd place. And Big Al even potentially.
Let's not forget though, there are 6 laps left of this race, and those soft tyres are going to be screaming by the end of it.
Yes, so Potsy needs to get the move done, needs it now. Now Hanoka's got a lot of ERS here.
Yeah, Hanako's got a lot to play with, and he's not using any of it, conserving it as best he can.
Everybody else on fumes here, while Potsy and Fever, they're battling each other. DRS again here though, they all have DRS bar Macrodabry. This might get a bit ugly if they get really close to each other here.
Let's see what Hanako does.
Doesn't use any.
No, saving it. Possibly waiting for a big lunge at the end of the race.
Now Potsy's in prime position here.
Potsy is.
Potsy can just be patient. Meanwhile, Fever fighting for what is effectively, I guess, 3rd place right now, maybe even lower. I'm not too sure. I can't do this. And there we go. There's the move for 3rd place currently. Ban picks up 3 seconds. Legendary moment here.
Oh no!
Just even in Mexico, even some of the best, some of the cleanest can pick up penalties.
Potsy is going to get past Matt Dabry here. I don't see how he won't. Gives him the lead on track with 5 laps to go. Oh, Fever getting past Matt Dabry as well. Locks up the brakes but manages to get past.
Yeah, Ali, I don't think that was something the B team was aware of, but not much we can do about that now. Might as well keep it consistent for the rest of the stream. So, Potsy up in the lead, 31 of 36, 5 more laps to go. Fever second, Macadabry third, Hanaka fourth, Big Al, no penalties, effectively second place right now.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good, and his soft tires seem to be doing okay, catching Honecker through the S's.
So it looks like the order might be, for now, if things stay as they are, Potsy, Big Al, then Fieber in third place, Matt in fourth, and Honoka in fifth. So I said it was going to be close towards the start, and it's definitely proven to be the case. We weren't really sure who was going to get it until a couple of laps from now. There we go, fastest lap from Potsy there, 1:16.1.
Yeah, he's now that he's got that gap, he's going to do everything he can to extend it as far as he can.
Now, Fieber might still have a chance here if he can put enough pressure on Potsy. I mean, all Potsy has to do is keep it clean, obviously. But hang on, is Potsy getting... Oh, he isn't getting DRS from the ghosted teammate. That would have been funny, not gonna lie. Oh, and Big Al is making a move on Honoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fieber can still maybe put some pressure on, maybe force a mistake, potentially, but it's hard to see it happening. Of course, if that would happen, then, well, Big Al would potentially be the winner, but I think he's nearly out of 3 seconds. He is out of 3 seconds, actually, for Fieber. So Fieber can still push here and try get second, because he's 2.5 seconds ahead of Big Al.
Yeah, he could. He'd have to really push, though.
He has to get ahead of Matt, that's the big thing. And he needs to do it now if he's going to have a chance. Fieber doesn't want to be held up behind Potsy, although Potsy's on the newer softs and shouldn't have the same problems Fieber will have. Teammate would have been in a good spot as well. Yeah, it's sad to say. See, even PTR, they get a 3-second time penalty. Even PTR is spun in the early stages of the race and has to claw it up into something, even though they have a lot of penalties.
Let's see if Smitty can make a move on PTR here.
This isn't what position. Smitty already has him on penalties, but...
Actually, dropping up Big Al on Matt Dabry.
And there we go. Oh, Matt's fighting it. Matt's fighting it.
He's fighting it very hard.
But even with 8 lap old softs, surely for the second sector.
Oh,
a bit of bump and shove.
Yeah, making a lot of contact there. Matt Dabry going out a bit wide. He's got to concede the position to Big Al.
Now watch that gap. 3.2 seconds currently to Fieber. Needs to be within 3 seconds if he wants to get second place. Already has a podium spot on lock if he just keeps it clean for the few laps.
Yeah.
Matt, Hanoka, Panda, all 3 seconds. They're going to be 4th, 5th, 6th respectively. So there's still a bit to fight for there.
Matt Dabry getting a pretty good exit, but he's got no ERS left. Will the DRS be enough? Not quite, no.
Hanoka pitting for softs. So maybe pinching the fastest lap.
Anoko's got the gap behind him, he can do it.
Yeah, but they've just lost a spot, so I guess he just won it for the sake of it, eh? But,
Has he lost a spot though?
yeah, he was in front of Panda.
Oh, he was.
So, interesting move, but I mean, if he wants fastest lap that bad, then hey, there you go. So a little bit of a train here because of that, but Hanoka should run away.
More power to him.
So that does simplify things, because Matt was sort of under a bit of pressure there, although that was a really good battle between Matt and Hanoka, actually. They were really close for a while.
They were. Now, Fib obviously with that penalty will mean that he's got to keep that gap above 3 seconds to Big Al.
But Big Al's also on old softs. He pitted at the same time as Fieber under that VSC. Isn't that funny? Fieber and Big Al pitted under VSC to try and get a cheaper pit stop. And then another VSC comes just as Potsy's pitting and manages to jump all of them.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Potsy got very lucky with that VSC. Fieber is looking to make a run on Potsy. Potsy says nope.
Yeah, we like to do it on track here, even though it might already be decided in pins.
Puts Fieber back in his place.
Fieber doesn't want to push too hard here. He'll be aware of that 3 second gap he needs to maintain.
Yeah.
All the meanwhile, these softs are going off, and Matt is actually getting pretty close to Big Al.
Oh, he is too, but he's got that penalty.
Yeah, won't do much to him, but if they do start fighting, then it pretty much dooms Big Al to third place, which, oh no, you're on the podium, I suppose. But,
Yeah, what a first world problem.
good showing up from Big Al, actually.
Yeah, actually, it's a very good point. He's done really well to get himself back on the podium. He hasn't seen a podium since Silverstone.
That's a while ago, yeah. And he's actually, well, if you take out the inactive drivers, he's right up in, I think, third in the points.
Yeah, he's running third at the moment.
Yeah, ridiculous. So last lap here. And that gap is still just going back and forth, but it's still not under 3 seconds.
Smitty getting so close to PTR and then just dropping back every bloody time.
Just check pens here. PTR is 21 seconds of penalties. Now, I'm not saying that just to rag on him, but combined is 20 seconds behind PTR. So he might drop to 9th yet, but for him to even come back into the points is a pretty good effort.
Yeah, he'd have to really push hard. It's very difficult though when you're defending because Smitty is really pushing.
Yeah, and not just 15 cars seeing the Chick-fil-A got 12. Flyboy, Tamek, and Matt all disconnecting, so a race of attrition this race, it seems.
Very much so. If we jump
Potsy now.
back up, keep an eye on Smitty, but we'll jump back up to Fieber and Potsy as Potsy makes his way around the last corner to win the Mexican Grand Prix.
Big Al's getting close. Big Al's getting very close to 3 seconds. He's under 3 seconds now.
Congratulations to him, and you are right. Fieber will cross the line in second, but Big Al will
Big Al
jump
snipes
him by 2 tenths.
Oh, that's a wonderful wee push towards the end. Must have been saving for that.
Congratulations
Very
to
well
Potsy,
done.
Big Al, and Fieber. Matt Dabry crosses the line in 4th. Red Panda crosses the line in 5th place. Honecker will take 6th. Very good showing for his debut.
Didn't see if they got fastest lap or not, but still a very good finish.
Yeah, PTR is going to come across. So I don't think Honecker got fastest lap.
Yeah.
PTR will come across, but Smitty obviously jumping PTR then will combine.
Combined will jump him at this rate. He's 1.5 seconds clear of the 21 second margin. Sector 2 yellow flag, is that? There's Pepsi going very slowly. Has he run out of fuel? He has. Or is it, no, this is throttle. It's his throttle, sorry.
Combined does jump him, so PTR drops down to 9th place. Combined in 8th. And
Band 10th.
Band crosses the line in 10th place to take the last points finish. Gus in 11th.
And I'm not sure what's happening with Pepsi here. I think he's just savouring the confetti and the fireworks around here, I suppose.
He must
Coming
be.
through the state section.
He's got a big enough... Well, actually, he's the last one to finish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 drivers actively racing so far.
Enjoy it. It's got 2 races to go. Might as well.
But yeah, crazy race. 5 drivers could have taken that one.
Very
In the end
eventful
of
race.
Poppy.
Very, very eventful race.
And Smitty, the
He's
dark
driver of
horse.
the day.
Wasn't my first choice, but you know what? Get on him.
Yeah, why not?
But Potsy, 2-stop strategy really proved to be the right call for these 3 guys here.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That was a very, very eventful race. I don't know about interviews, Ali. I'm not planning on it. I need to get myself set up for Tier 2.
Yeah, we're both doing Tier 2. Yeah, that's the problem.
So, if you guys aren't used to the format, don't go anywhere. The stream is going to stop very briefly and then restart. And we'll have 2 different hosts because me and Jacob are going to make fools of ourselves in Tier 2. See you guys next time.
Yeah.